Welcome back to the Whaddup Son podcast.
Season 2. Is that what we call it?
I guess we should be season 2, episode 1 of 2020.
That's what I put on the name of the file when I put it. So
yeah, let's do it. I'm just have your music in the background here because it's kind of a theme to what we got going on today, what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
But we're just coming at you again in the garage.
Make this
giving you a bit of what we got on our minds. And I was going to start off with, like I said, that was a piece from your song.
Yeah.
The Struggle. That's a pretty old song you wrote, right?
I recorded that when I was, before I went, it was in 9th grade. And then
Struggle and pain is the motivation.
And then when I was in 10th grade is when I handed the CDs out for that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
And I'm 25 now. So
yeah, so that's been a long time.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
But what I want to talk about first off is what we were doing in 2019 and why we were so busy that we didn't do so many podcasts.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of stuff.
We were doing a ton of things. We had lots of work going on.
Yeah.
We had holidays, birthdays, Jesus' birthday, how it is. So tell me what's been going on for you specifically, because you had some really cool shit going down.
There's been a lot of stuff. In November, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Chase Fade and Diamonds Dancing. They do. Everybody knows who Chase Fade is in Seattle. At least most people do that are tied in with the scene.
I think his real name is Chase Linden.
I don't know.
And he's at Chase Fade on Instagram.
Yeah, and he runs Diamonds Dancing's like his company for content, and he does videos for a lot of people in the city. He went on tour with Boss, who's part of Dreamville. Like they did like a world tour, and he recorded all his sets and everything, and did his tour videos.
I saw some of the videos, and I saw some of the pictures of him in Australia and stuff.
He decided to do Seattle Cyphers to put people, like, in the city on and show the talent in the city and what everybody does here.
Right.
And he did like 3 episodes, and I guess a lot of people were hitting him up to do it. Like a lot of people, not just people he knew, but like people like me who
like the Seattle Cyphers.
Yeah, just like people without.
And right now there's only 4 of them out, right?
Yeah, there's 4 out right now. So
it's fairly new. It's not like
it's
something that he's doing all the time. It's not something that just pops out every month.
Yeah, and
I think it's something he does not often.
Yeah, and when he after the 3rd episode, he decided to do a contest and get people to show them why they should be on the cipher. Mm-hmm. And my producer, South End Music, shout out South End Music, he tagged me and a bunch of people in it. He was like, "Yo, do this." And I woke up and I seen it when I woke up, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I wrote the verse for it in like an hour and a half maybe, and then I recorded it and uploaded it. I ended up being the first person to upload a entry. Mm-hmm. And I got reposted like the same day by Chase and Diamonds Dancing.
Hey, Ricky bottled it, can't be number 1.
They were like, first entry entry coming strong.
I totally fucked that up.
Yeah,
I was trying to say you can't have 2 number 1s, because then that would be 11.
Yeah. And then I got really excited about that because a lot of people were commenting on it and like following me because of it. And
right on.
Yeah, and
I remember you were like super excited, and then I got super excited. And then I remember you said you got hit up by Chase's dad, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't even win yet. He hit me up, and he decided he wanted to give me a call. So he called me on the phone, and I had a conversation with him. And he told me, he's like, "I don't even care if you don't win. I'm bringing you to the cipher myself."
That's what's up.
And I was like, well, either way, I guess I'm in there. And I ended up actually winning. And Chase sent me all the information and told me I'm going to be on a cipher and where to go. And on December 12th, it was? No, it was 14th. Mm-hmm. December 14th, we filmed it like behind the Rainier Brewery over by the fields downtown.
I remember the day that you were going to do that, and I remember trying to like occupy myself, so I didn't think about it because I was nervous for you.
I was pretty nervous on the way there, practicing it over and over and over. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say who's on the cipher with me because it's not out yet. I'm just going to leave that clue. Well, everybody will see that.
Everybody will just see who's on it.
But when I got there,
surprise! nice.
I wasn't saying much. There was a decent amount of people in the room, more than I thought there would be. And then came time to do my takes, I had to rap it 4 times, my verse.
Yeah.
I did it 4 times. I did not mess up once.
I think the last cipher, I watched it. My favorite person that was on that cipher was Katil.
Yeah, no,
he's pretty dope. He's a pretty dope artist.
I'm gonna mention him a lot more when I come into what I'm gonna say next, because I met him. He was in episode 4 with Saul.
Yeah.
Nestra, and I forgot the other guy's name. Forgive me. I can't remember exactly right now.
I can't remember. He was the very first one. I think that's why I can't remember.
He went off too. He did a really good job.
Yeah.
And basically, I went in after they filmed that. So when I went in to film my episode, they had already got done filming that episode. And I met Katil and shook his hand and stuff, and he gave me props for my verse because he sat in for the filming of the 5th episode, and he gave me props for my verse, so I thought that was pretty cool. He's a nice guy.
Right on.
And then after that, I have
not checked out Nestra yet. He was pretty.
He's cool. He's got some good melodies.
He's got some good. Yeah, he's dope.
He's got a good energy. He's a cool guy.
Everybody on the cipher seemed like they had some pretty dope energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Gifted Gab was on one of them. She was on the 3rd one, right?
Yeah, she killed it.
Yeah, she killed it.
She rapped for a while too.
She did. She went on for a minute. But I love Gab. She's dope.
I know. She was on the episode 2. It was not 3. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, episode 3 is the one with Zayside and PMO Showtime and Redhead and all those guys. And
I do have Zayside on my Spotify, but I have yet to listen to.
They just dropped a video. Him, PMO Showtime, and Zayside, Chase Fade. They just dropped a video, and Hip Hop DX. I don't know if you know Hip Hop DX.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram.
They shared an article for the music video.
Nice.
And everybody's been sharing it out today. I shared it on my story and all that shit.
Right on.
Yeah, they're coming up right now.
Right on.
And
that's what's up.
So the ciphers
Seattle
happen.
Cipher number 5 coming up. Soon.
And I'm feeling hella good and excited about it. And then after that, literally a week after the cipher filmed, I had the first show I ever did.
Yep.
At Cafe Red.
Yeah.
With Old Skinny opening.
Yep.
And then
Old Skinny.
Michael Shakur. Troublesome's Own.
Yep.
And then I came right after Michael, and I had Jalil on a song and Michael on a song, so they came back on stage with me.
Yep.
We tore that up.
You did.
We filled the house
brought the house down.
I was so nervous.
Oh my God, it was so dope.
After the first song, I wasn't even tripping no more, though. It was hella easy after that.
And you did so good performing too, because I think that after you did the ciphers and from what you got from all the rest of those dudes, it just made you feel like you know, it didn't matter what you did. You just do your thing up there and everybody's going to like it.
Yeah.
And they did. Like, I couldn't believe, I almost wanted to cry a couple times. But everybody was singing your song.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was dope. You didn't even
crazy.
have to sing for a minute. Everybody was singing and saying all the words.
I didn't even realize people like I saw people like certain cousins in the crowd singing along with me, and I didn't even realize they listened to my music like that.
They do. I mean, obviously Spotify says that you have 500 and something listeners a month for a reason.
Yeah.
Some people are listening.
I'm just glad that they know the words and stuff. They're actually listening to it, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
And
I think about that sometimes when I'm listening to it, because sometimes I know that you know that I listen.
Yeah.
But I'm your mom. I'm supposed to listen. But I drive down the road listening, thinking to myself, I wonder who else is listening.
Yeah, right.
Because it says there's 542 people listening a month.
Yeah.
So.
And on my artist app, it tells me if somebody's listening like right now.
Right.
Like I can go on my app and it'll tell me right away who's listening.
That's pretty cool. All right, so crazy. We did the show. We sold over $100 worth of tickets or more.
Yeah.
And about 40 people showed up. 40 to 50 people showed up.
In a little Cafe Red.
In a little tiny Cafe Red. It's probably about as big as this garage and shit. Maybe a little tiny bit bigger.
I remember they reposted us on their story and because they were really excited about it.
They said it was a special night.
Yeah.
That's what I remember them saying that. And if you want to see a piece of it, you can go to my IGTV, which I am a Raquel Welch _.girl on Instagram. I got 2 videos from that night, so if you want to check it out. And then also do have more on my own Instagram, so you can check that out too. You just got to find the right day.
Yeah, I got a few clips on my Instagram too.
And I'm pretty sure Jaleel, Michael as well. You go to their Instagrams. Jaleel is Creation.
206.
And Michael is Michael Shakur, at Michael Shakur.
Yeah. And
So that was like the best night too, because I worked the door, yo.
Yeah.
And it was funny and cool to see all of the people that I've never met before.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
I mean, like Michael's sister, I met her.
Yeah.
After I took her tickets, and she's like smiling and going, "You're Joey's mom."
Yeah.
I said, "Yep." She's like, "I'm Michael's sister." She didn't even tell me her name.
Yeah, they look alike. She didn't even have to say
I know
that.
she didn't. I knew she was related to Michael in some way because they look like Michael.
Yeah. I was cracking up.
But Michael's daughters came too. That was cute. And so did South End's kids. They came. They were cute.
That was cool.
His son's Forrest. That's dope.
Yeah, no. He was
And
right
he
there.
even came up to me and said, he's like, "I'm almost as tall as you." That was funny.
Yeah, no, that kid's funny.
He's cute.
And then after all that happened, I was feeling pretty good. And I was like, what's next? What are we going to do next? We got to get videos, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And then Chase Fade, I don't know if you heard about it. Most people know, not everybody knows. When Dreamville made Revenge of the Dreamers 3,
Yep.
they had that 10-day recording session where they invited a bunch of people to come and make that album with them. And they ended up also inviting Chase Fade to come take pictures and document the whole session. So he was there and this is like legendary sessions. If you're tied into hip hop and you're a fan of hip hop or anything to do with love hip hop, then these sessions were like something insane that was happening. Everybody was just like, when do we get to hear this music?
It was even up for Grammy.
Yeah, I don't know if they won or not, but they were there. And what's it called? So Chase did all that, and he ended up coming home and doing the ciphers and everything. And then he decided that he wanted to do the same thing for Seattle, because Seattle's kind of, not everybody really works together out here too often. And he wanted to bring everybody of all different kinds of genres and different kinds of styles in the same room, and different producers and engineers, and just do what they did. But we could only do it for 2 days.
Yeah.
But it ended up not even mattering because 2 days was really all we needed.
Yeah.
We wanted more than 2 days. Everybody that was there definitely wanted to be there longer than 2 days. I was sitting around with Jade and I start seeing these invitations going out that Chase made. And it's got different rappers' names on it. And everybody's posting it just like how Dreamville did when all those fucking pictures of the invitations were going viral.
Yep.
And I remember thinking, man, this is insane when I saw all that.
Right.
And then Chase started doing the same exact thing, and I started seeing people that I was on the cipher with get invited. So I looked at Jade, my girlfriend, was sitting right there, and I said, people are getting invited that I was on the cipher with. What if I get an invitation? And I got up to go to the bathroom right after I said that and got a text message from Chase with my invitation.
Nice.
And I fucking, and I was like, I didn't even know what to say to him. I just said thanks 1,000 times.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty dope that you were in there with all those people. Like, there was, what you say?
A lot of people came.
At least
Simone
20,
was there.
what, 20 or 30 people all at one time in the studio?
There's more than that.
More than that?
Yeah, more than that.
I mean, everything looked pretty hype. I mean, you guys looked like everybody was getting along and all that. You told me there was a little bit of beef here and there, but
yeah, but that wasn't.
I mean, it's rap. You got beef every once in a while.
It didn't stop nothing.
Yeah.
It was being taken care of the way it should have been. It wasn't. It didn't stop anybody from doing anything.
I know. I'm excited to hear what comes out of it.
Yeah, no, there was Raz Simone was there.
I love Raz.
Jarv D came through.
La, 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 la.
South was there.
Love Jarv D.
Mr. Hentai was there.
Folgers.
Saul was there.
On it, yo.
Haiku came through on the second day. Haiku Poetics. Macintosh was there.
My way.
Martial Law Band was there.
Martial Law Band.
Martial Law.
Have yet to, I've listened to them. Have yet to see them.
They got good vibes.
I think everybody that you've said, I've seen them live. Yeah. I've been to a show where they were at.
Macintosh, everybody that was at that Macintosh show was
all there.
Was all there. Everybody
was
there.
J Park.
Yeah, J Park didn't come through. Travis Thompson came through to hang out. I don't think he did anything, but he came out, and I think he brought some beats from Tyler Drops, and they ended up doing a posse posse song basically with like 8 or 9 rappers on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And that song is fucking crazy.
Right on.
They played it on the loudspeaker in the big studio where everyone was hanging out and smoking and eating. And it was like, fuck it, it looked like they were like, fuck it, we're filming the video right now. So every rapper that was on the song was in the middle of like a bunch of rappers just bouncing together.
Yeah.
All of us from Seattle just bouncing together and, you know, like letting whoever's rapping have their spotlight to the camera.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy energy.
So Chase, he's going to make a documentary about it too?
That's what I heard. They're working, they filmed all kinds of stuff, took all kinds of pictures. He came and filmed me when I was doing a verse. I did 4 songs altogether in that whole session.
Well, you know, when he was posting some stuff on the story, you know, when they were putting some stuff together and they were showing songs and who was on the song.
Yeah.
I saw your name in there. It was like super quick, but it's in it.
So basically, I made a song on the album. So when the album drops, I'm going to be on it.
Dope.
Yes.
That's sweet.
I did 3 other songs. I don't know if they're going to make the album, but I hope they do because they're fucking good.
Yeah.
But if they don't, they'll be put up somewhere else by someone.
I mean, just by watching just the little snippets of like everybody's deal, and I even started following some more people because there were some people there that I didn't even know who they were or even
like
heard
the names
their
that I
music.
just said.
Yeah.
Not even close to a quarter of the people that were there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just a few of the people that were there.
I met Young Bree. He also won the Cypher competition. He raps in Spanish.
Right.
And
He's pretty tight. I listened
he
to
came
his
through and
verse.
hung
That
out
was
with
dope.
me here in the garage a little bit and recorded some stuff. He's cool.
That's dope.
He's a good kid. He's
Into the garage,
you know,
maybe he'll
he's
be on the
work-
pod.
He's working all the
Who
time.
knows?
He keeps himself busy.
Put him on the cast.
Yeah, who knows? He's a nice kid. I like him.
Dope.
Yeah.
And he's the one who picked you for you just said you guys
Back
just
and
did
Forth
the
song?
Back and Forth song, right,
Yeah.
with Martial Law Band.
Yeah, with Martial Law. I don't think it was the band.
It wasn't the band,
It
just
was
with Martial Law.
Martial Law and Haiku, and then a few other people that are going to be on the song as well.
I like Haiku. He's dope.
Yeah, no, he's a cool guy.
I like his voice. He got a good voice. It's like he got a soulful deal going on.
No, when he came out and performed at the Macintosh show, I was like, damn, this guy's
He was
fucking
dope, huh?
filthy.
I was like feeling him and shit. I was jumping up and down. I was like, gotta make my way.
I had the
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that song is filthy.
That shit's filthy, dude. I wanted to go out and fucking make my way and shit. I was like, fuck, I want to go to work and shit. I want to do my shit.
Yeah, no, I was surprised by that. I was like, I had one of those moments where I was like, who the fuck is
Right?
this?
Who's that dude? Where has he been at? So I listened.
No, not where has he been at, where have I been at? That's what I was thinking.
I was like, well,
That's
I was
what
wondering where I was at because I don't know where he's been at, where I'm listening, you know what I mean? But it was dope that he was there so we can catch
He's a good performer.
his performance because he was a good performer. And he did it all by himself.
Yeah.
He was on his computer and everything. He
That
didn't have a
one guy-
DJ. He was his own DJ.
He brought that one guy out who had the TV on his head for a little bit.
Dancing and shit.
To
I've seen so many people in the last year and a half. I've like tripped out, dude.
it's kind of
Like,
weird, yeah. Huh?
yeah, I've been to Lollapalooza, 2 different bumper shoots, 2018, 2019. Joey took me to go see Beast Mode.
Beast Coast.
Or Beast Coast, sorry. And I seen Wu-Tang, Bone Thugs, Travis Thompson like 8 times.
Yeah, no, we see Travis a lot.
I saw Blimes and Gab a few times. I stood in line outside in the freezing cold to see Jay Park.
Yeah.
And family and friends, and that shit was dope.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
There were so many people there. Oh my God.
I actually talked
It
to...
was so fantastic, and I was right there by the side door where everybody comes from out of a backstage.
Yeah.
I said what's up to Nacho Picasso.
Yeah.
Gabby came up to me, said what's up.
What's it called? When I was at the sessions, I went outside to smoke a cigarette. And I think his name's G Baby from South.
Yeah.
He was out there. I gave him a cigarette. He asked me for one, and I let him have one.
They were on stage. South was
I asked
at
him
Jay
about
Park.
it. I asked him
Did he
about
say
it,
it was dope?
He said it was crazy.
They looked like they had like the biggest smiles on their face, like
Yeah,
it was
'cause-
the first time they ever been on stage.
Well, he said it's crazy doing something like that, being able to do something like that, and then going back to the smaller
Right, going
crowds.
backwards.
Yeah,
Sort of.
he goes.
Yeah.
It made him want to do
But
it even more.
honestly,
Though.
saw like what Jay Park was doing, you know, giving them a little taste of it so that they see how hungry they are. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah.
Are they going to really take what I'm giving them and roll with it because they could be the same thing?
It sounded to me like that was like probably one of one of his inspiring moments.
Yeah.
When he was talking to me about it.
It should have been because he was on stage with Laze, Travis Thompson, Paris Alexa, you know, Gifted Gab, Jarv D, Jay Park. Those people are all pretty set in the 206. You know, everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, some people don't know who Jay Park is, but I got to remind them.
Yeah.
Because when I met him at the Crocodile, what did I say? I said, oh my God, so many Koreans are jealous of me right now. So excited. I felt like I was a 12-year-old.
That's funny.
It was dope.
Yeah, and then after
I even got the picture to prove it, yo.
After the sessions, just got back to writing. I'm working on 5 projects now. Me and Joey are trying to figure out a video that we can go to Chase Fade with. Mm-hmm. We want to be ready before we do that. We don't want to jump into it and just lollygag. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to come up with a decent amount of money, a good idea, and then come to him with it before we decide to do anything.
I mean, honestly, you should come to him with the, Trouble is really dope.
Joey wants some,
something
movie.
like that.
Joey wants some movie type video.
Yeah. Something like that, though, like that video, like that song, that feel.
Our video might be a long video.
I like that.
I told him, what if we do 2 songs in one video? Half and half.
Or coming up.
Or something. We'll figure it out.
Something. You know. Put in some suggestions, y'all, on the book and shit.
Yeah, no.
I'm taking away the face and I'm calling it the book. Like we take away the Insta and call it the gram.
Yeah.
It's the book and the gram. Boom. But we got one more thing coming up here shortly within the next couple of weeks. March 20th, we're at Cafe Red.
It's a South End Music Presents show.
Yeah.
He put it together. He decided that he wanted to work exclusively with me, Nest Divine, and Black Skin.
Yep.
And give us beats and let us rock with his beats and work with him as much as possible.
He's
kind of
got
like
dope
a team.
beats too. I like South End, and he's on Spotify as well, isn't he? South End Music.
He just put up a beat tape recently.
I saw that. I just was listening to it. It was good. I liked it.
He wants to work with us exclusively.
South End Music.
And he decided that he wanted to put together that show, so it's his show, and he wants the artist that he's working with exclusively, us, Nest Divine, Black Skin, me, to do that show, and we're gonna do all the songs that we have to his beats, basically. Nice. It's all just gonna be all
it's like
South End
showcasing
beats.
his beats with artists he works with, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be all his production all night long.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was fun talking about it with him when we went over, and we were all talking about how we should go about it and what's going on.
Planning the show.
And I was kind of I don't know, what do you call it? When asked me if I wanted to be the host.
Oh yeah, talk on the microphone.
I was a little bit flattered, to say the least.
In between
it's kind of
sets.
cool. I'm excited. Learned a little bit about Black Skin and a little bit about Nest Divine so far. I'm trying to learn a little bit more. I want to do a good job.
When we went over to Cafe Red to perform, I did 2 songs with Creation because he had a set there.
Yeah.
It was open mic beforehand.
Yeah.
And Black Skin performed.
Yeah, I saw that he was there
while we were there.
Which song did he do? Did he do Betty White?
No, I'm pretty sure he did Mathematics.
Mathematics is dope.
Yeah, no,
I
that
like
shit was banging in there.
Go check him. Black Skin. IG is BLK.
I'm pretty sure he's dropping. Yeah, he's dropping a video for that.
And he also has something else called Blue Chips, I think, whatever video that he just dropped too on his Instagram TV.
I think so.
He just dropped something on there, so go check it out.
Yeah, he came up to me and was like, I'm excited for the show. And I was like, me too, dude. This place is going to be...
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope that for the amount of people that it looks like Black Skin brings out, and then what amount of people we brought out the last time, I'm hoping that, and I don't know Nest Divine, I've never seen him perform or anything, or if he has performed somewhere, but I mean, I hope we have enough room.
I got 15 tickets. I think each artist has 15.
And I mean, he still want to give me some tickets too, so
yeah, like 10.
Yeah.
Well, last time we sold all those tickets,
all of them,
not too many people came.
Well, I mean, 40 out of 100 tickets sold is almost half. That's pretty good.
But we got to look at it like we know some people won't come.
Yeah. I mean, I know that some people won't be able to like come and kick it this time around like they did the last time.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool because we get some new people to listen to you, because the people who listen to Black Skin may not even know who you are, or and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you all get some new listeners and stuff.
It's going to be a really good show.
Yeah, I'm excited to, like, hopefully.
And I'm going to be the opener. I'm going first.
You're going to go first?
I volunteered to go first.
Nice.
They were like, who wants to go first? I said, I'll jump on that
Hold on.
first.
That's dope. I'm excited to listen to Black Skin, some other music that he did, because I've already seen him live a couple times.
Yeah.
And he gets people involved in shit, and he's really funny and stuff.
Yeah,
So
no,
he's like he likes wearing pink and turtlenecks. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no.
And I love his story. Like, he's always like brushing his teeth and shit on his
I
story.
see it. Yeah, no, he's always involved. He's pretty involved.
So I'm pretty excited to hear, and too, like, all the new stuff that Nest Divine's doing.
Yeah.
He's the showcaser. He's the one who's actually dropping a new EP, is it? Or with South End?
Yeah, actually, here, let me give you a little teaser of something, if you want to hear.
Is it from Nest Divine?
Yeah, I just sent him a song. Nobody's going to hear this for a while, so this was kind of exclusive, if you want to call it. I'm going to do a 10-song album.
Exclusive.
10-song album. Every song
this.
is going to have a feature from an artist that I like personally. And I sent one to Nest Divine, and he ended up being the first feature for that album so far.
Nice.
And this is what we got.
Mouth shut when I spit. Shut up while I talk my shit, bitch. Fuck 'em if they on that bullshit. You ain't know you been
I sent this to him. I was like, I know you can go off on this one.
I mean, he goes off on the city. He does a really good job on the city. I like that song.
Yeah, right.
I'm going off on a limb. Everything hard, every boss gym, every if you must, 100 proof on the blend. Beast, they get things in the pain. Used to treat it as such. The bullshit while I'm adding it up. In my bag, see I'm quiet as fuck. Can't see hotel. It's apparently tough.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm bouncing over here and shit. I don't know if you can hear a bounce, but that's what I'm doing.
Regardless, cause I'm locked on the target. Whaddup harness, hit 'em up, marksman as an MC. Bring a Northwest harvest for the win till we Hollywood guarded. You know,
Yeah.
That's
No.
dope.
And then after I sent him that, he said he's going to send me something too, so we're going to do another one. And I'm probably going to work with him a few times.
Nice.
I like his verses. He's got some good verses.
He does have good verses. I like his voice too.
Yeah, his flow is filthy.
Yeah.
He definitely did his thing on the City song. Everybody liked that song.
I like that song.
That was one of the favorite ones. That's one of the songs that Dad shared on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was like nostalgic.
Who's the other guy on it?
Dose.
Dose?
Yeah.
I thought his name was Dose, but
I
he's
don't
just
know if that's how
Dose.
you say it, but yeah, Dose.
I wasn't too positive on that, but he does a good verse too.
He writes books too. He sells books and stuff.
He sells books?
Yeah, he like writes stories and stuff.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I think this is it right here.
Yeah.
I think this is Nest Divine's part, right? Like that. I think I got it like right at the. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm so good at shit.
Bitch, all day, rain drop, let the skies fall. One hydro, got my eyes low. Where the time go? The hell if I know.
One eye on I-5 on a 5-0.
In the fast lane, I never drive slow. I'm down my king arena,
King dong.
from a senorita.
Head game was genius.
That's the city right there, and that right here is the South End music beat, y'all. I'm gonna put a heart on that one on my Spotify.
Yeah.
Duh. Was already hearted.
Yeah, no, we're going to perform that song at the show too.
I'm excited for that.
That's going to be cool.
Are you just gonna cut out the other person's part since they're not there?
He's not going to be able to make it. South End reached out to him, and so it's just going to be me and Ness.
Dope.
We'll just put it. You'll see. It's not that
I'm
hard.
excited. And I did see that they did talk about someone maybe doing some camera work or something, so that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Ness is somebody that Ness works with.
I'm actually want to try to do that shit myself and shit.
I mean,
because I'm like always on my story. I should just be like a regular radio station on my story and shit, because I just be bumping people's shit.
You just
all
need a better
day.
camera.
Like, people be like, do you have a job?
You just need a better camera.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? I just went and looked at that shit. And you know how much I said I have to pay for that shit?
Huh.
$300, yo. Before it was like, oh, you can't have it
For your
quite
phone?
yet.
For your
Yeah.
phone? Oh.
Like, dude was like, about almost a year ago, he was like, no, I don't think you want a phone. I go, why? He goes, because you're going to have to pay a lot. I go, how much? He's like, $800. I go, the phone is like $1,000.
Yeah, like what?
I was like, what kind of fucking fucked up credit bullshit is that? He goes, yeah, your credit's pretty fucked.
Yeah, it is.
But when you go in there today, they'd be like, I go, how much I got to pay? He goes, oh, taxes, shit, blah, 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 $300 and something. I was like, what? How did I just bettered my life. Because I'm about to get a Samsung with a pretty screen and a beautiful camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to be on Instagram like 24/7. I'll probably get in trouble at work.
Probably.
I don't give a fuck.
I used to get in trouble there on my phone on the forklift.
I'm just kidding. I do a good job at work.
I was looking at my phone in the hold all the time. They'd be pissed off. I didn't give a damn.
They do. They get mad at all the kids because they look at their phone a lot. But I mean, it's the times.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know what exactly we're gonna do about it. Pretty soon we're gonna have our phone in our head, can look at it with our eyes, and we'll be standing there like retards, talking to the air.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm excited for that part, so that when the person I don't like answers the phone, I can just punch him in their fucking face. I'm sure Josephine would like that. She showed me this video, this girl at work.
Yeah.
I was watching it, and there was this dude just asking stupid questions like, if two twins are fighting with each other, do one of them call each other ugly? And then he says, if two vegans are fighting, does it still called beef?
Who knows?
It's hella funny. Stupid shit like that we be doing. Watching YouTube at work sometimes.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. On break time, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I watched this, what's it called? Bill Hicks stand up, right? And he tells a story where he's like eating in a diner in Alabama, somewhere in Alabama. And he's just reading while he's eating, reading a book. And he said the waitress came up to him while he was reading and straight up said, "What you reading for?" And he was like, he goes, "Not what are you reading? What are you reading for?" And then he said that he, was telling her. He was telling her. She was like, "Why were you reading when you could just flip on the tube?" And he was like, "It's not the same thing." He goes, "What do you think I'm reading? Hee Haw the book?" And then he said like a truck driver came up out of nowhere while they're talking like this, like up behind him.
Yeah.
And was like, "Oh, looks like we got us a reader." And he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was dying when I heard that.
Oh my god. That's like...
Says, "Looks like we got us a reader."
like they was gonna take him out back and fucking hang him and shit.
He said I felt like Boy George at a Klan rally.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that was a really funny special.
Well, I mean, that's like one time where I was at work and I was offloading this guy. This old guy looked like he was from the South. He was wearing freaking overalls, for Christ's sake. And I asked him, I said, "You did someone get your paperwork?" And he turned around and he goes, "Yeah, I gave it to the black fella."
That's what he said?
Yeah, and I said,
Damn.
I was like, what?
You're like,
What? I was like, did I just like go through time or some shit?
like,
And I don't go back to like 1945?
I don't even think I've heard anybody say that before.
I was like, the black fella? I go, there's only like one black fella here. I'm sure.
Wow.
I was like, geez, Louise.
That's weird.
Some people. Some white people. I'm sorry,
I
son.
just don't know.
I wish I could have rubbed a little bit more brown on you.
It's all right. I don't even care.
I don't know what it is. I can't remember, but there's this new show on Hulu or Netflix or
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know. But they were like, something. They were like, who thinks of these things? And some dude goes, white people.
Yeah.
He goes, we're the worst.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to watch that show now.
I was watching something on
I
Adult
like
Swim
those white people.
like that. Or no, it wasn't Adult Swim. Or yeah, I think I know what you're talking. I think I've seen what you're talking about
Yeah.
too. Actually,
I was like, this looks kind of funny.
it's
think
like a
I'll watch
trailer
it.
for something.
Yeah.
No, I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
He said white people. I was like, man, I never thought I would hear a white person say that.
Yeah.
Because
Like, we're the worst.
I don't even I find myself not wanting to say that in front of white people, but then sometimes I kind of do so that they'll kind of understand. But then I forget that they might take offense to it. So.
I want to say it. I want to say it every day of my life.
But
then people go, "You're white."
You're white.
So I can't even say it.
But that's okay. That just means you're a good person. You understand about your whiteness and what to do with it.
Yeah, no, I don't let it come out. I don't even think
Nicholas
it's really there
is not
like that.
one of those white privileged people.
No.
He's got brown smeared on him. He knows what to do with it.
That sounded funny. Sounded like I fell in shit.
He's just got a little Chicano on him.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
No, yeah, no.
I'll say it that way then. I don't even know if people know what that means because not very many people use that word.
The only people that mention anything about me being white are like people that don't even fucking know me.
They say that you're white.
Yeah.
Or like when you guys talk about something.
Just something, you know.
Well, I mean, you do look just white.
If they assume something about me, then yeah. Like if I'm walking around in Alki and like hanging around out there, then people probably think that I live there and that I've lived there all the. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's
don't.
okay. That's a good thing. That's why do you think I changed or kept my married name?
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I want people to think I'm a nice white lady. I've always wanted to be a nice.
Well, you guys almost named
blonde
me.
hair, blue-eyed white lady.
You guys almost named me Emilio.
No, your dad almost named you Emilio.
If I'm
not
being
me.
honest, if I was named Emilio, people would believe that I'm Mexican more.
Maybe, but I think that you might get picked on a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
Well, if I was named Emilio, then my fucking initials would be EMC instead of NMC.
Oh shit.
That's not as
Maybe
good.
that can be like your stage name though.
What?
You could just turn it into Emilio.
That'd be weird.
Emilio NMC.
That doesn't work. Emilio.
Or you can just take away the N, you know, and
Something
just
like that.
Emilio it, you know. Nobody's knowing until they hear this podcast. And they go back in the day and in their investigative research.
Yeah, why do people even do that? That like seems like people who do that don't do
know.
anything.
Because I think it's like the nature of journalism
Yeah.
is to prove people
huh?
wrong.
I mean, they've been doing it for a long time, I
I'm going
guess.
to prove you wrong. You're
Just-
like, that's blue. And
it's
be like,
easier
no,
now.
bitch, it's green, and I'm going to prove to you that it is green.
It's just easier now because of the internet.
But unbeknownst to that person, they're colorblind.
I'm colorblind.
I know you are. Isn't that that's terrible?
Yeah, I can't even tell.
I know. It's sad. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that for a long
I didn't
time.
know that either. And I don't think I'm colorblind, but like I don't even know why you're colorblind. It's weird.
I don't know. Could have been something that
I'm
happened to
thinking
me.
maybe it's something I did.
Who knows? Maybe. I
I don't know.
I should look it up.
I honestly want to tell you, I don't think I did bad things.
Yeah.
Never did bad things. Maybe that's just why you're colorblind.
You were young when you had me.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much to do for you.
Maybe it was like because I cheated on your dad, you're colorblind.
What's it called? Jade was showing me pictures, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Can you tell me what these pictures look like?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "The one in the top corner, left corner, looks kind of different, and then all the other three look exactly the same." And she goes, "They're not." And I was like, "I see them exactly the same." And she was like, that's how she knew exactly what I saw and how I saw when she did that. I
But
found
too,
out
like,
by going to the fucking Seattle Center with my sisters to have a good time.
oh yeah, and then it turns to be like kind of a little bit of a sad time.
And then I look at the colors and I'm like, they're like, "You're colorblind if you can't see this number." And I couldn't see it, like half the numbers on any of them.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking about Nicholas being colorblind and how sad it is.
It's not that sad. I don't really care. But I'm curious as to see what I see for real. You
like,
know?
what do you mean? Like,
Well, like, they say that you can use glasses that will show you what you should really be seeing.
oh yeah.
I
We
want
should
to
get you
see
some
that.
of those. That shit's expensive, though.
I want to
don't
see what I'm not
know,
seeing.
bro.
I want to understand what I'm not seeing.
Than me.
Because, like, right now, it's not a big deal to me, but if I put those glasses on and see differently, then maybe it might feel like a bigger deal to me.
Okay, the picture behind you. Look at it real quick. What color is it? The one that Jade painted. You see it on the video right here?
Yeah, I can see it. The one right
Yeah. What color is it?
it looks like orange reddish.
Yeah, but it is orange reddish.
Yeah, I
but
know.
what color that you can't see? Red. Right? Or is it green?
It depends.
It's a green color, I think.
It's
it was
very
the green.
complicated.
It's like some weird green color you can't see.
It's very
and it fucks
complicated.
with all of the shit.
My reds and greens and my blues and purples are the same.
All right.
They are. That's just how I see.
Red, green, purple, blue, colors of the rainbow. I see them all.
Like light blue looks green
But
sometimes to me.
Nicholas can't. Sad.
Nope.
He's not sad. I'm sad for him. That's why we're going to take up a GoFundMe. Get him some of those
I never gave a fuck about no colors.
colored glasses. Like, can I get some of them colored glasses? Like that colored fella? OMG.
If I ever hear somebody say that, I'm just gonna like walk away from them and not even say anything. I'm not gonna acknowledge that they even said that.
I did, just so you know what my face looked like when he said that. It was like this.
Did he even look like he was like, oh
Dude,
shit?
he looked like he was literally from the South with some overalls and, like, you know, he could have had some flip-flops on. He might have had a straw hat.
You know what's hella funny, actually? You know what? Okay, you reminded me of another thing from that stand-up I watched with Bill Hicks, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about how he was in Alabama again, and they had this town
Alabama.
where everybody saw a UFO. Like, everybody in the town saw a
Yeah.
UFO. And
Just
he
like
was
everybody
like,
saw a leprechaun.
yeah, and he said he was talking to people what it was like. And they were like, yeah, people were coming from all around. They were bringing their weapons. And he was like, people were bringing their weapons to UFO sightings? And he was like, why? And they were like,
Dang, you're going to shoot the UFO?
he was like, because we don't want to get abducted. And he goes, yeah, leave all this, right? And then he goes, isn't it weird that when UFOs drop, they drop places like Fife, Alabama? He was like, maybe they're not that intelligent. He goes, maybe they're just like redneck aliens.
They can't be that smart if they're
You
just
know,
stealing rednecks.
They land down in Fife, Alabama, and they're like, hey, what are you guys doing? Why don't you go to the city? He goes, nah, we're just trying to kick back and whittle something. He's just trying to kick back and whittle some.
Like the aliens don't know how to whittle.
Yeah, I was dying.
Maybe they need to learn, you know, how to, I don't know,
I was dying. It
do
was
something.
hilarious.
I don't know
Hicks.
what white trashy people do.
I don't
Sell
know either.
pills. Do Xanax. Don't do Xanax, people. It's bad. It's terrible for you.
Oh my goodness. We're at 45 minutes.
Wow, that was a lot of minutes.
Yeah,
Okay, I think maybe we should just wrap it up.
that was a good one.
I just wanted to say real quick, like, because I wanted to talk about gentrification.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Fight the power, people. Don't bring in another Starbucks. Damn it.
The way I see it is, they want the bad neighborhoods to be better, but they don't make it better for the people that are there. They make it better for the people that want to
Right,
move there.
that want to be there, that
Yeah.
want to make it. It says in one of the definitions that it wants people to conform to whatever middle class is.
Yeah,
and
and
I'm like,
then-
who the fuck who said you can define what middle class is?
Yeah, and not fucking everybody is going to be able to
BS.
afford it, so then they have to end up moving.
Right, like all those people in the fucking projects that used to be in White Center.
They live in
Where
Federal
the fuck
Way
did
now.
they go?
They live in
Where'd all
like-
those people go? There was a lot of projects over there, fools.
Federal Way,
There's a lot of
Kent.
fools over there, and they gone now.
Tacoma.
I don't know where they went.
What's it called?
Tacoma. Maybe that's why I'm
has
scared
this.
to go to Tacoma.
Ti has this
But I gotta go one of these days.
this song. What's it called? What more can I say?
Like T.I. and Tiny. T.I.
yeah,
Like
he's
you
got this
can
song.
have whatever you like.
Yeah, and he's got
Okay.
a line on that song that reminds me.
Singer.
that makes me think about it sometimes. He says, walk it how you talk it, play it how it go. Learn to peep a fuck boy with your eyes closed. Learn to turn your neighborhood from an ISO. The real estate people want to come and buy it, Mo. You know?
Because Oakland.
So sometimes
it's just like Compton.
It's kind of fucked up to say.
It costs $4,000 a month to live there.
It's also kind of fucked up reality that we have to keep our neighborhood bad in order to keep it our neighborhood.
Right, like we're supposed to act fools just to keep it the way we like it.
Which is not cool.
BS, people.
It's just not cool.
So, like you said before, you know, go like write letters to your whoever person, you know, like your mayor or whatever, your attorney general.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't want to go nowhere, but I know it's going to cost an arm and a leg for us to live here. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah, but I'm not about
I
to
will
let
pay an
them
arm and a leg to live here. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it just as long as I buy it for myself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not letting anybody win that one.
We'll buy a place here for ourselves. I ain't letting nobody conform me to a goddamn Mercedes-Benz. And if I want to buy a Mercedes-Benz, I buy it because I want it. And I definitely ain't buying the bitch from Amazon. Fuck Amazon.
I've been in this motherfucker. I'm from the earth of these streets.
And I'm tired of Starbucks. No more Amazon, no more Starbucks, people. Knock it off.
Do you remember that? You seen that Key and Peele episode when they have like a guy, they're doing a movie, and they have a guy who's really from the streets, and then the actor in the movie, and then the dude who's really from the streets isn't like acting well like a gangster for some reason to him. And then they're like, here, do this. And they do. Key comes in, the tall, skinny one. And he's like, he's like, I'm from the earth of these streets. He's from the earth. Yeah. I'm from the earth of these streets.
No shit.
And he's like, you got to do it like that. And he's like, bro, I'm from blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It was funny.
Well, that was one of my songs that I picked for gentrification was that DJ Quick song.
Which
Just
one?
like Compton.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he says. He said he's been all over the West Coast and everywhere, got a place that's just like Compton.
Yeah.
And he says that like San Antonio, it's just like Compton. And he says St. Louis, it's just like Compton. And like I said before, he said Oakland was just like Compton, except for it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Because it costs $4,000 a month to live in Oakland.
Damn.
Ain't that some shit, people? So, you know, we need to fix that shit. You know, fight the power, go protest, like
Especially
I said.
when there's
vote, do something shit, I don't know.
There's history in those streets, but there's history that the government doesn't care. It's not history. It's like...
Right? Like one of these days they're going to come to White Center and they're going to say, we're going to have to tear down the very first taco time ever in the state of Washington. I think it was the very first taco time anywhere.
I don't know.
I'm pretty positive of it.
Who knows?
Who knows? We're going to have to fact check that. Fact check that, somebody.
We'll figure
Get
it
back
out.
to me on the book. Ooh, I'm so good at remembering that shit. Everybody, you remember that shit.
Yeah.
And don't forget me, and don't forget Nicholas. I am Rachel Raquel Welch _.girl on Instagram. And then my son is NMC206 on Instagram.
Easy.
Go check his music as well. All of the Troublesome. Anybody on 206. Everybody stay tuned because I think I'm coming up with a new thing to, you know, show some people about some new music from the 206 as well as, you know, listening to more Troublesome music and getting it out there.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that.
For sure.
All right.